Hey guys, Crusnik X back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. We are well into the Heavensward storyline, and more on that in a little bit. But first, an update on Bayon's descent into darkness. So we just hit level 33, and I don't know what we get at level 33. I was thinking it would be more than just an attribute point, but I guess not. But we did get some new gear. We got an ethereal stereo cuirass from Hawkeye Manor, so that was fun. We still don't have any neck gear because we've been trading in all our gear, and I totally forgot about that. But yeah, I'm hoping to find some more gear or buy some more gear as time progresses. But we'll see. We will definitely see. In the meantime, we still got our paladin to work with. Now we're gonna speak to Alphinaud in a bit, but we are going to make a side trek over to Ul'dah to yeah, we're gonna take a trip to Ul'dah into the steppes of Nald. And oh, whoops. I need to change. It's not Falcon's Reach, it's Falcon's Nest. I just fucked up that title so badly. What? How did I get Falcon's Reach? Anyway. Just screw with it. Alright, to the Gate of Nald in central Thanalan. And it's fucking raining, of course. Of course it is nighttime. But seriously, why does it rain so much here? Alright, so we're going to speak with Papashan to get our level 54 quest. Ah, just the man I was hoping to see. Now, I now know where Solxagil sent his last missive to me. Falcon's Nest, a hamlet in the coastless western highlands. It is where I would have you begin your search. Reclaiming Oathkeeper would do much to restore the honor of the Sultan Swan. But we must not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must find our missing man. Solxagil? Never heard of him. Was he one of the new craftsmen working with 100 Eyes? Sorry, we see an awful lot of new faces around here. Most don't leave an impression, other than the heretics and bandits, that is. A Rogadine paladin? Well, I do recall a traveler who spent several days here at least. There was a pitched battle the other night out in the waste. Involved a rather large man and a party of his fellow heretics, to hear scouts tell it. Naturally, we chose not to intervene. If they wish to kill each other, by all means. Here's 100 Eyes. Heard you was asking for a Rogadine. Asking after a Rogadine. In a fashion that might give a man cause to worry. I know Soxagil. New, I should say. Older fellow, spent some time chatting with the young blood. He came through like the rest of us before him, looking for the same thing we all do. Bandits ambushed him in the night out in the wastes. Buried him with my own 2 hands the next day. Out near Camp Rivers meets. Constant took it especially hard, close as he was to him. Wait, Soxagil is dead? No way. This better be bullshit. Now I really don't like the sound of this music. You can second wind all you want. It's not gonna change the fact that I'm gonna kill you. Alone blessings be upon you, sir. I say that was a rather frightful experience. Were you a friend of Soxagil's too? Ah, good. That is to say, my condolences. I knew there had to be others who would want to know. 'Twas the work of Death's Embrace, I'd wager. Those fiends you slew just now were sent by them as well. My kinsmen think them but another band of sellswords or heretics. If only they knew what they were truly capable of. I can only hope that they will heed my warnings this time. If you would excuse me. Bayan, this is Papashan. Have you found Soxagil? Gods almighty! Slain by Death's Embrace! I heard some of those bastards were still skulking about, but I never thought they would try to... Wait. Could it be that they were the ones who held Oathkeeper? That they killed Soxagil when he tried to take it back? Damn it all! We still no answers. Though there is still the boy. Get after him and find out what he knows. A pleasure to see you again, sir. Was there something you wish to discuss? Yeah, what you know about Death's Embrace. Oh, so you're that free paladin Soxagil told me all about. It is an honor to meet you at last, Bayan. That is, for the second time. My name is Constant. Truly honored, sir. Truly, truly honored. Sorry I'm a bit out of sorts. It's just... I've been thinking about him a lot. About the first day we met, when he saved me. How his sword gleamed as he danced among the wolves. I begged him to teach me the ways of the paladin, so that I could save others like he had saved me. He must have turned me down a dozen times before he finally relented. Probably because he caught me asking around about Oathkeeper. But I suppose he didn't think I was strong enough to help him reclaim the sword. Why else would he sneak off to challenge Death's Embrace while I was away? I should have been there, Bayan. I should have been there! I've decided I'm going to take it back. Oathkeeper, I mean. He said he wasn't ready to wield this soul. But what choice do I have now that he's gone? You want to find it too, don't you? Then help me, Bayan. Please! You will? Alone be praised. You won't regret this. Oh, if Soxagil could see us now. Two paladins united in purpose. Well, I suppose it's rather premature for me to claim the title, isn't it? One veteran paladin and one aspiring paladin, then. United in purpose. We shall recover Oathkeeper and bring Soxagil's murderers to justice. As soon as I uncover new information, that is. And now we got Sheltron. Well, let's see. And there's another. Alright. I have tidings, Bayan. Hidden among Solskjaer's belongings was a journal, the final entry of which contains what appears to be a map of the Gorgagni holding. He marked a spot near the river, though he did not write why. Considering how devoted he was to recovering Oathkeeper, surely it has some revelation. I say we sally forth and investigate. We may encounter wild beasts or worse, but we are well equipped to face them. Well, that is to say, you are. Okay, where is this place? Oh, isn't that where? Yep. I think it's time to break out a different mount for once. Oh, boy. How far is this kid? We're running in the ice trap territory now. Impressive, eh? It took some doing, but I managed to resize Solskjaer's solarates. They should afford me excellent protection against thigh-high threats. Anyway, let's see what this map leads. Somewhere over yonder, perhaps. A gallant coronet buried beneath. A trail of frozen blood leads west. Or was it further to the... Oh! Bion! Find anything? Soxagil's colony. Then he did come here. There was a trail of blood as well, you said. Let's follow it and see where it leads. It seems to lead towards the dusk vigil. I think it's taking us westward. And once again, he's trapped between a rock and a hard place once again, 'cause he's such a dip. Oh, this kid loves getting into trouble a lot. Of course! Death's Embrace! They must have made camp here, and Soxagil learned of it. Wait, was that movement just now? To the west! We cannot let them escape! This kid is gonna kill himself. This kid's looking to kill him. This kid has a death wish. He is trying to get himself killed. Sending us halfway around the map to do this shit. Phew. How much further is this little asshole? Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that part right there. End of the road. They don't seem to be carrying Oathkeeper. Well, if nothing else, we can at least bring them to justice for their countless other crimes and ensure that they harm no more innocents. To arms, Bayan! For justice! For Solxagil! I thought the coronet would help, but that speech still felt rather uninspired. Your Chicherny here. Wait, is Chicherny either what I want? Wireless dogs! My Voidsent will feast on your souls! Voidsent? I'll focus on the mage. Take care of that thing, will you? Oh, you'll pay. Don't think that you won't pay. That was fun. Did we win? I mean, by the fury, we won! That villainous scum will prey on the weak no longer! Pity they didn't have Oathkeeper. Well, all in the day's work for a pair of paladins, eh? Back to Falcon's Nest for a well-earned rest. I seriously think this kid thinks it's a game. The wheels of justice are slow to turn, as we know all too well. Even Sir Emmerich, who they say cares deeply for the welfare of every Ishgardian, even he is bound by bureaucracy. It all comes back to the war in the end. If it's not heretics or dragons, well, you know how it is. And the Forelands, well, if you head that far west without enough hired help, you've no one to blame but yourself for what happens. So when my mother's caravan was raided on the road to Tailfeather, I was resigned to never knowing who to blame. Until Sorxagil told me all about Death's Embrace, and I realized they were the ones responsible for that and many other attacks. They chose their targets with care, preying on those who wouldn't be missed, save by their equally powerless friends and family. But everyone deserves a champion. Even the least among us are worth saving. I don't know if the remaining members of Death's Embrace have Oathkeeper, but even if they don't, it is our duty as paladins to stop them. That's what Sorxagil would say were he here, right? Alright, now what does this do going? Alright, let's continue with the storyline, shall we? So, when we so we've got that, and we've got everything else. The fuck was that? No, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. Alright, so when we last left off, we had just saved General Raubon from the Crystal Braves, who are being a whole bunch of dickheads now. And we found out from a very reliable source that Princess Nanima Well, Queen the Sultana may still be alive. So we're gonna speak to Alphinaud now. Tataru? Yes, General Raubon is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well. We shall return at once. Pray, notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege of the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Talrupin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard. Well, that was pretty fucking short-lived. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raubon short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the cities are awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Harshaphon was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you had better head in. It's always something. My friend, thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I am sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Master Oronir, Master Levelier, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. While the observatorium bells toll, when the observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take arms against another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot assure safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in a besieged Ishgard, or to seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine in the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Bayon? I would stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let's all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. More talking. Really, don't you do enough deliberating? Let's talk about a plan.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
Oh, she just hit the nail on the head there.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not?
Mm-hmm.
Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare.
Well, we haven't heard from this fucker in a while.
Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your alarms if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
We have chosen a difficult road. Yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley may swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fort Tall Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. I do not like this. That means a long bullshit journey. I kind of want to try this new skill out, but I don't have the things yet. You would speak with the Lord Commander. Pray, make it quick.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Wonderful. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we will proceed without a fear of preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Oh boy.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Well, well. That doesn't seem right. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. Then I shall await you at St. Reynet's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Bayan, let's head back to Forton Manor. Alright, back to the last vigil. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Bayan and I return to Ishgard. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh! Before you go, you must put this on, Alphinaud. I made it specially. No. I couldn't possibly. Very well. By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern. I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Where's St. Raynet's Forum again? Oh, yeah. You have said your farewells, then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but you prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Ysaele's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kurthus Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is likely that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. There's always something. Look at that, we found River's meat. What is over there? Where did we go? Why did we come in this way? That was weird. Well, Master Ornir. What business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I've met this young gentleman. Alphinaud Levalier, at your service. And you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. They would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgine Mills. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Master Alphinaud knows well the place I speak of, for it was he who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol, while you two who visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Bayon. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. Wish I could fly. How much further is this place? Oh, I wish I could fly, but I can't because I haven't attuned all the ether currents. Mr. Olnir, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly injured. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Bayan. Ooh, I want to try this out. Ooh, that is nice. Damage over time. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to sleep after this. The beasts are slain then. My thanks, Master Olnir. We may return to our duty without a fear of a mauling. Alright, we're gonna pass out for the night, and we'll return to this tomorrow. Until then, Crusnik X out.